Good morning, first year students. Thank you very much. Now, today we're going to be looking briefly at journey of a first year student. Of decisions and transitions. Now, the crossroad is a very familiar image. Usually, persons standing at a crossroad are facing particular decisions. And today, first year students, you have come across a crossroad of your own. You are at the period when you would have just completed, for some of you, high school, at the end of some of you, 7 years at high school. There are others of you who may have been working and you are now at a crossroads because you are transitioning to going back to school. There are some of you who are still working and you are also at this crossroads because you now have to embark upon studying while working. And so we are at a crossroads. And this is the period of decisions and transitions. William Bridges, 1980, describes transitions as the natural process of disorientation and reorientation that marks the turning point of the path of growth. There is a particular program that we have here at the UWI Mona campus that is specifically designed to aid first-year students from all walks of life, from all different backgrounds, to transition as they begin their studies here at the Mona campus. And so we have this program called the First Year Experience Program. Let me see the hands of all those persons who have heard of the First Year Experience Program before coming to UWI. Yes? Okay, so we have a few persons who have heard about it. And the FYE program is a program aimed through a combination of social and academic activities to help first-year students to adjust responsibly to the challenges of university life and to maximize their potential for academic success. You see, the FYE program was specifically designed for first-year students because at this point in time, researchers will tell you that it's a very critical period of transition. There are some of you, as I said earlier, who would have been moving from a secondary school system to a tertiary school system, and there are a number of questions. And yes, there will be a number of challenges as well. And so this program is designed with you in mind. It is designed to aid you to successfully transition and to aid you in transition in a very smooth way. Now, there are some particular objectives that we have in the FYE program. The first one I want us to look at is to build relations between students and members of the academic and non-academic staff. Now, there are persons who signed up for FYE yesterday, and they visited the FYE booth in the orientation village. And when I stopped by the booth, there were a number of persons who asked me, what is FYE about? How do we meet? What do we do? Who are the persons who coordinate? And before I continue, let me see the hands of all those who have signed up so far. All the commuting students, let me identify that group first. All the commuting students who signed up for FYE. All right, I hope that the number will double. For those resident students, you are automatically part of the program as there is a program designed for you in your hall of residence. This particular objective, to build relations between staff and members of the academic and non-academic staff, is realized through the organization of the program, because the FYE program is coordinated by members of the faculty. Now, for those of you who may have heard of the program, you will understand that the persons who coordinate are persons who are in the administrative field or persons who may be your lecturer. So you may have a lecturer who is in a session with you on a Monday, but on a Thursday afternoon for an hour, you will meet with that same lecturer for FYE, and you will see a completely different side of that lecturer. We really like that the facilitators are members of faculty because it gives you a chance to see them in a different setting. And it does help when you see them in this setting, to make it an easier interaction between you and that particular member of faculty when you have class. And so it aids in building relations between students and members of the non-academic and academic staff. It is aimed at encouraging students to think critically and analytically. It is also aimed at guiding students in taking responsibility for their learning, to also assist students in clarifying their academic and career goals, to assist students in having a better understanding of the university and how they are expected to function in it, to increase awareness among students about available resources and services so that they can better navigate the campus. And I think this is also a critical objective because oftentimes entering a new setting will be a bit challenging. There are a number of you who would have gone on tours yesterday and who will resume tours today, but you will still not know every inch of the campus. So we try as best as possible at the orientation level from the beginning to introduce you to the campus. But as a member of the first year experience program, you will be guided to learning about the campus in a more in-depth fashion. And so it aids you in increasing awareness of the available resources and services we offer because you have a senior member of staff who is there to guide you, who is there to walk you through this experience, and who can provide support to you while you are in your first year. It also helps students to build friendships. I think this is a very important objective because there are a number of you who may be coming here and some of your classmates and some of your friends from your various schools and your various backgrounds, they may not be here today. And you may say, okay, my best friend who I was with for 7 years in high school is not here. Where do I go from here? The first year experience program is so designed that for commuting students, you'll meet in groups of 15, and these groups are mixed. So you will have a number of students in one group from across different disciplines. So if you're a student in the Faculty of Medical Sciences, you will have persons who are assigned to your group who are from the Faculty of Social Sciences, the Faculty of Humanities and Education, and from all the different faculties. And you will begin to form a close unit with these persons because you meet with them on a weekly basis, you have your outings with them, you have discussions with them, and so it aids you in building friendships across the disciplines and across the region as well, because each group, we try as best as possible to include regional and international students so that the groups are so mixed that you will come away from this experience having met people from a variety of backgrounds. Another important objective is to aid students in developing as responsible citizens. There is an aspect of the first year experience program where students are required to engage in community outreach. You see, we need to understand that we have a responsibility to our country, and so this particular aspect of the program is specifically designed to have you develop that sense of citizenship and that sense of giving back to the community. So today, I will safely say that this is the beginning. The journey begins. You see, at this point in time, you're sitting in the orientation tent. It is the second day of orientation. And like these students pictured here, you are awaiting the journey. You are hinged at the brink of this journey. And some of you may be anxious. Some of you may be excited about your journey. Some of you may have feelings of apprehension. And so you wait here thinking about the journey. But then you move along this journey and you expand your network. There are some of you who would have started making friends from you came here for the residence on Wednesday evening. There are others of you who may have started making friends yesterday when you were placed in different tour groups and taken across campus. And there are others of you who may be a bit shy and you haven't started reaching out to anyone as yet. But as the journey moves along, you will build friendships and you will expand your network. You will meet someone, if you're a Jamaican, who is from Trinidad. and you will develop a close bond with that person. And I tell you, those bonds that you form here at the UWI will stay with you throughout the rest of your lives. And so you expand your network as the journey continues. The journey continues with you learning, thinking, and sharing together. The FYE program has an aspect of it where we meet in large group sessions. So even though the residents meet in their respective halls of residence in their FYE groups, and the commuting students meet on a Thursday afternoon for 1 hour with their facilitator in smaller groups of 15, we have, from time to time, large group sessions with the entire core of FYE participants, where we meet together, we discuss things that are critical to first-year students, and we help to build you. And so you'll meet together, you'll learn together, you'll share together, and you'll grow together. As you proceed on this journey, you will also be refining your social graces. And so a number of the activities you'll participate in will center around the building and the shaping and the refining of these social graces. So an outing that covers dining and etiquette will have you learning and refining those skills. An outing that has to do with just sharing and meeting people and some of the protocols involved with meeting particular groups of people will aid you in refining these social graces as well. And so the program is so designed that as you move along on your first-year journey, we insert things that we believe will be beneficial to you as a first-year student and as a UWI student. The journey continues as well with you giving back meaningfully. I mentioned just now the outreach component of the FYE program. And this aspect is one where you will be given the decision to select a particular area of need, and you will, in your groups, decide which area is best suited for the objective that you have. And you will, I will tell you, enjoy this process as well, because many participants have said that it was a particularly life-changing activity for them. There was a group who went to a children's home, and I mean, there was this young man who gave a testimonial at one of our sessions about a year or two ago, who spoke of the impact it had on him personally, the impact of seeing how they could have so altered someone's experience by visiting with them and by sharing with them and by helping them to understand that there are persons in the society who are looking out for them. There are other groups that have embarked on one-on-one tutoring sessions with members of the schools that are in our surrounding areas. And these students have boasted of success in their various exams because of the impact of having had UWI students sit with them and tutor them in particular subjects. And so I ask you to think about the outreach activity that you wish to engage in carefully before you do, because the persons whose lives you will touch will never be the same. The journey continues with you engaging in cultural activities. And so I know that a number of Jamaican students are here who will be part of the program who will say, but I know Jamaica already. I don't particularly need to go to all of these cultural sites. But even though we may think that, there are a number of Jamaican students who will be here for the first time in Kingston, who will be attending the Mona campus, who will be living here on campus, and who may never have gone to certain places in Kingston. There are other persons who are from outside of our jurisdiction who are coming to the Mona campus for the first time and who would want to learn about the Jamaican culture. And so FYE participants engage in a number of cultural activities to boost cultural awareness. Visits to sites such as the Bob Marley Museum, pictured here, visits to the National Art Gallery, visits to Liberty Hall, and other cultural sites will aid in a more culturally aware group of first-year students. And so I want to stop here to say that the journey awaits you. And today you begin that journey. I will encourage those of you who have not signed up, for those commuting students who did not sign up yesterday, to visit our FYE booth in the orientation village at the, during the tour time. For those persons who are current residents, you will automatically be part of your FYE program in Hall. And so I stop here and I say that the journey awaits you. Join us on Twitter, engage in our discussion, and welcome to the UWI.